Well, that would be unprofessional.
I wasn't meaning like a date.
No, of course.
Just to go to more strategy.
Take these off. I don't need these. All right, all right. Kareem, you good, brother? I'm in. Can you hear me good? If you can hear me good, you can bounce, bro. Get that rest you need. All right, all right. Come on in, fam. Come on in. Give me a little sound check in the chat room. Give me a sound check in the chat room. What's good, fam? What's going on? Salute. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat room. Let me know if y'all can hear me in the chat room. All right. Salute Gregory Brown, Reg Dog, Eric Kwan. All right. Mama Cassandra. Shalom. Bless you, Mama. All right. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it works. Salute. More money. 718. Salute. Shalom, my brother. Shalom, my brother Yeshua. You got a long title, man. Thank you, Yeshua, for the blessings and life. I like the title. It's just long. Bless you. Shalom, brother. All right. We read 2005. Salute. BW. Salute. Most in the house. What's up, Doc? How you doing, bro? How you doing? How you doing? Y'all hit that like button coming on in. We'll give y'all a little second to get on in here. Give y'all a little second to get on up in here. C. Madison, 96. Salute. Hey, y'all already know how it works. Don't forget to hit that Cash App, Kareem Lou Allen. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification. We need it. That's how folks get these notifications out. You gotta hit that like button, the notifications go out even more. So come on in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can get all these notifications when these lit videos come out. And then feel it in your heart, show some love to my brother Kareem. Send a Cash App to my brother Kareem. There it is on the screen. Kareem Lou Allen. Kareem Lou Allen. You can still do that tonight. You can still send that Cash App. If you send a message in there, you got a question. You come back once you send it there, and then you type that question in the chat room, and we will read it. Hallelujah. All right. You're about to cook tonight. All right, Riri. Let's get it. Got a little news going on in the thing called the NBA. Little talk out there. Yeah, it's a solo act tonight. Kareem, he there, as you can see. He got us in here and everything because I don't have access to do all that. But y'all keep my brother lifted. He got a little migraine headache, so he gonna be behind the scenes tonight. So y'all got Elder. Y'all got Elder tonight. Still the Kareem and Elder show, but y'all got Elder tonight. All right. Cool, cool, cool. So we're gonna definitely get into some stuff, and then we're gonna get into a lot of y'all questions, man. To me, that's what matter. Um, the questions. We need answers, you know. And I've been saying it for a while. I've been saying it for a long, 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 long time. Patience, Laker fans, patience. And I'm about to keep reiterating that. We are in a patient mode. We got to be patient. Hey, salute, fam. Appreciate all y'all coming in. Tommy Lou, salute. PSN, salute. Appreciate you, Leroy McConnell. General, salute, my brother. Been a minute. Been a minute. Been a minute. Yeah. Been a minute. Been a minute. Yeah. Let's see who else we got up in there. LBJ fan, salute, my brother. I don't know about this week. I don't know about this week. He gone, but I don't know about this week. Don't know about this week. Nicholas Knowles, shalom. Want to greet all the family coming in. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button as you come in. Let's see what we're working with right now. Let me see. I can get out, get back in. We'll see where we at. We're showing the love. Y'all got to show the love. Half of y'all ain't hit that like button. There's 68 people in here. Only 31 people hit that like button, man. I need y'all to hit that like button so we can get rolling. We can get rolling. We 10 minutes in and we ain't really got going because we waiting on y'all. Let's do it. Salute, one to hustle. The Weasel Brews. Salute. What's up? Yeah. We finna get after it. We finna get after it. We're about to get after it. Chris Green. What's up? Salute. Terry McCamery. Hope I said that right. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. I'm going to try to watch both. Let me see. I can. There we go. I forgot. I can pull the comments up on my screen. I don't have to look at my phone. I can do it here. It's a little behind on the screen, though. That's fine. Hey, salute. The Bonar. Del the Bonar. Let's see. C. Madison. All right. 7 Day Sports Pod. All right. Salute, my brother. Salute. All right. I just hit that Cash App. Man, appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you hitting that Cash App, man. If you said something, go ahead and type it in here, and I will read what you said, or I will answer your question, read your question and answer if you had a question. We appreciate the support. Again, y'all see the Cash App on the screen. It's KAREEMLOUALLEN. Y'all know how we get down. For those that can show your love, we appreciate you coming in and showing your love by hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe. Y'all know we're trying to get to 6,000 as soon as possible. We're giving away a nice bag for somebody. Somebody gonna get it. We had two brothers get paid just for being supporters over here, man. When we hit 4,000, when we hit 5, each level we going up though. As we go up, each level go up. All right. So we're trying to get to 6,000 as quick as possible. I think we hit 5 on August 1st. Here it is at the end of August, man. We're moving a little slow. I want us to get that up a little bit faster. All right. Salute, Reg Dog. What's going on, Doctor? What is going on? Respect. Simon X. Appreciate y'all coming, man. Really do. Appreciate y'all coming. All right, we're going to get, I know we need y'all to hit that like button. Some of y'all in there that's mods, y'all keep reminding everybody to come in and hit the like button. You know what I mean? That's very, very important. It look like only half of us. We got 93 watching. Only 45 hit the like button. I know Kareem and Elder Show don't have half haters over here. I know that. I know it can't be that. So some of y'all hit that like button. Marlon Dillard. Salute, my brother. Salute. I think you one of the winners, ain't you? Didn't you win one of them 4,000 or 5,000, brother Marlon? Yeah, man. Let them know. We ain't playing around with them cash giveaways, are we? We ain't playing around. We making it happen. We not playing around with them cash giveaways, man. We showing love. You show love, we showing it right back. That's what we do over here. And man, salute Strong Force. Salute SM. Geo Williams. Troll of the week. Salute, brother. Glad you're over here. Glad you over here, bro. We even invite the trolls over, y'all. We cool with the trolls over here. We cool with the trolls. Dennis Moldavin. Man, salute, my brother. Salute. Salute. All right, we're gonna get going, y'all. We're gonna get going. As y'all can see, I'm a solo act tonight. Kareem is dealing with some headaches and stuff like that, man. So he's here. He's behind the scenes though. So if you guys get send the cash apps, he's gonna send the messages to me so that I can read them. Or you know how we do. You could just put them in the cash app or in the chat room. You can put them in the chat room and let folk know. So yep, you let folk know. Hallelujah. So KAREEMLOUALLEN, hit that. Please hit the chat the like button, y'all. We need that. We need you to hit the like button. All right. All the big news out there today that people have been talking about, since we Laker fans over here, the majority of us, I can say, is been about the news that came out that from certain folks' perspective, that the Lakers are no longer in the running to get Kyrie Irving. Now, do I believe that? Nope. I don't believe that. Now, don't forget, I was one of the ones that was telling everybody that I wasn't sold on Kyrie coming to the Lakers. The only thing that I personally have been sold on is that Kyrie, I don't believe he's going to play for Brooklyn. I really don't. I don't believe Brooklyn likes Kyrie. I don't believe they want him. I don't care what they're saying in the media now. Whenever it's time to do trades and make moves, hey, salute, Mr. Mass. See you in there, brother Robert Hamilton. Salute. Milk Show. Salute. Sean family. Salute, my brother. Seeing all y'all coming in. Appreciate y'all shooting through. But I don't believe, all the rhetoric that's being pushed out there, because I understand negotiations and what it takes and all of that. And, Brooklyn's trying to get leverage. If Brooklyn could keep KD and Kyrie and run it back this year, they'd love that. They would love that. They would love to be able to have Kyrie, have him playing with no commitment to the future. They would love that. Most teams would love that. They would love to have that with their players. They really would. But and they would definitely love to have Kevin Durant. When you add him to a healthy Ben Simmons and the rest of the cast they got over there, they really believe they have a chance to win a championship. Now, one of the most important things, in my opinion, to win a championship is chemistry. Folk have to like each other. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to be hunky-dory, going out, partying, hanging out to get all that, but there needs to be some semblance of camaraderie. There needs to be some semblance of unity. And that's one thing I don't think Brooklyn has, y'all. I don't think they have it. So it makes good business sense for them to try, take the chance to see if KD is going to come back. It does. To see if they can do anything they can to kind of, like, quote unquote, force him to come back. But I agree with you, SM. They're not contenders this year to me. They're not. Even if those guys, let's just say that KD changes heart and decides to rescind his trade request and decides to go run it back with them, I don't see them being contenders. I don't, because I think everybody would have individual agendas. How can Kyrie be 100% sold out to this team when he don't have a contract? When he's a lame duck player. You know what I mean? It's like having a coach on the last year of his contract and you haven't extended him. That means you're going to probably get rid of him if he doesn't win you a championship. Same way with Kyrie. Now he's got to go play for them. And if he just doesn't do amazing for them and play a bunch of games, they're not going to offer him an extended contract. And I think they show what's really truly going on with them internally, how they feel about Kyrie. You know what I mean? So I don't consider Brooklyn contenders this year. I know some want to if KD and Kyrie stay, but I don't regardless. I think that the way this is now, if they would have, no, they still wouldn't have been contenders. They wouldn't have been contenders no matter what they did. They wouldn't have. Because if they would have went ahead and just moved him faster and all that kind of stuff, the players they get back, they could be competitive, but they're not going to be contenders. They're going to have to wait, rebuild that thing, hopefully get somebody they can build around. And then with these draft picks and the players they got, put together a decent team. Excuse me. So, but I go back to the Lakers part of this, y'all. When you ask, do you believe that the Lakers are done with the Kyrie thing? No, I do not. The way I'll definitely be able to tell if the Lakers are off of Kyrie is when we do another trade. Once we do another trade using one of those picks, moving Russ or whatever the case may be, whatever we decide to do, then I'll know that they're done with Kyrie because they know they need those picks to move Kyrie. Now, check this out. Another reason why I tell you all, just the Laker fans, be patient, man. You got to be patient. You got to be patient. You have to be patient because, like Utah, they have players that came over in the first trade with the Rudy Gobert that's not eligible to be traded yet. You need a couple more weeks before they can even be traded. So the Lakers don't really have motivation to do a deal today unless it's something exactly what they want, which we know Kyrie is number one up on their list. So if you're not getting Kyrie, there's no reason for you to make a move today. You still have 4 or 5 weeks before training camp. People act like it takes a month to do a trade. It really doesn't. You know what I mean? Now, it could be some complications involved in the high-end people, and it may take a little bit, but, these deals that the Lakers are going to do, they don't take all that. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to be fine. And Rod Wells said, I don't know basketball, but you here listening to me. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny. Rod, you'll get your chance one day. We'll get your chance to say it. 'Cause a lot of people talk a lot of crap in the chat room. My boy Mass, he talk a lot of, y'all go around to different channels and y'all hear him on Ticket and all that kind of stuff. He talk a lot of mess too. It's mostly in fun and games though, but that's why I pull a skirt all the time. Because anybody think I don't know the game, that's fine. Come on up. Let's get it done. I'll debate you on basketball on any topic you want. Just make it worth my time though. All right? Make it worth my time. Since I gotta go research and do all this stuff, make it worth my time. But no, I think the Lakers are still in the mix, y'all, for Kyrie right now. Right now, I think they're still in the mix. They're gonna hold out again. Some of the Utah players, you got to kind of wait to see what's going to happen with the Donovan Mitchell situation. That's kind of back and forth, back and forth. That's going to be an interesting thing to see what happens with that too, because that's going to affect a lot of what the Lakers do, because all of that's in the mix. So until some of these moves are made, the Lakers just literally don't have to make a move. Don't have to make a move. Hey, 7-Day Sports, we appreciate you, brother. We saw your Cash App you sent over there to Kareem, man. We appreciate it. Y'all go ahead and hit that Cash App up, man. We got brothers already coming in here showing much love to Brother Kareem. I appreciate y'all for doing that. The Cash App is right there on your screen. It's KAREEMLOUALLEN. If you want to say something in the message, he'll get that to me, and then I will read it. If it's a question, I will read the question and then answer it. That's the way. If you want a question to be answered, that's the way to do it. Send it through the Cash App. So send it to KAREEMLOUALLEN and put the question in the message part, and then we will read your question. All right. We appreciate the support. Hey, if you coming in here and this your first time here, hit that subscribe button. Like my boy Kareem say all the time, you won't be disappointed. The goal of this channel over here, and this theme of this part of the channel, is to educate you. We really want to educate you on the game of basketball, the ins and outs of basketball, the business side of basketball, because so many fans don't care about that. But they don't understand how important that side is, because the game of basketball is a business before it's a game. All right. So we like to educate you, be well-rounded. We're going to break things down. We're going to evaluate talent. We're going to do all of that stuff over here. So we appreciate you coming through. If you're new, again, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. And if you haven't hit the like button, I don't know what you're doing, what you're waiting on. What y'all waiting on? Hit the like button. We need the likes to get up. Kareem called himself Mr. 100 likes. Ticket told me he need to change his name to 200 likes, because we need to be getting way more than 100 likes now on the level that Kareem is on. But 7-Day Sports, we truly appreciate you, brother, sending that Cash App. Thank you again. Thank you again. We were talking about the Lakers, the most current stuff about the Kyrie thing. I'm telling folks that I think the Lakers are still in the mix. I think they're still in the mix. Things will probably shake down after this. If the the Donovan Mitchell situation go down, I know things will shake down a little bit. I think it's September 1st that all those guys like Patrick Beverley and all them that came over in that one trade, that they'll be eligible to be retraded again, because right now you can't trade them. So again, be patient. Don't get frustrated. Don't get all jacked up when you see all these different reports and people giving their opinions, and and that's another thing. Like nobody's tripping on people giving their opinions, y'all. We don't have no issues, no problems with your opinions. The thing is, if you want to have an educated conversation about it, at least have your opinion match up to something that's factual. Case in point, September 1st, Tom Lou, guys like Patrick Beverley, he got traded, remember, from Minnesota to Utah. He's not eligible to be traded again until September 1st, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so that's what that September 1st date is. So it's a few people out there that could be involved in these trades for the Lakers, could be, potentially could be. That this is why I'm telling you, exercise patience. Now, back to what we were talking about, which I actually totally lost train of thought there. We were talking about something on trades, and I saw that, and I wanted to clear that up because I saw the question mark by the September 1st. And yeah, we're close to that. We're not far from that at all. We're a couple weeks max away from that. So, hey, Abassi, appreciate the Cash App. Look like you gave a $2 Cash App there, man. We appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the sister. I don't know what that is, a sister or a brother, but we do appreciate the support, man. We appreciate it. We appreciate the support. All right. I forgot. Darn it. Can somebody remember what I was talking about? Who remember what I was finna say? I was finna go into something and then I kind of got stopped. Man, all right. I'll go to a different topic then. I'll go to a different topic. This is dominating the airwaves right now. This is dominating everything everybody's talking about. KD got a chokehold on the league right now. I mean, you really can't deal with nothing until you deal with this KD thing. So it just kind of sucks. It's kind of sucking. I kind of want it done, but again, I think the Lakers are doing well by exercising patience. There was a big thing came out today. Now, there was something I know I spoke about a while ago. I think it was the end of last year, and I was telling people that a good team that should go after Kevin Durant if he became available. Now, that's something. Think about this, y'all. We were talking about this last year. You know, when we at the end of the year, when we had no idea that there was riffing and anything going on in there, we were just kind of brainstorming, saying if Kevin Durant becomes available, a team that he could go to, I said a good team that he could go to would be Memphis. Now it's amazing. Coming up this week, I think it was a couple of days ago, it came out that Memphis is a Western Conference team that's in the mix now. They're a new team in the mix going after Kevin Durant. Now, let me help y'all on how this works, because I know some of you heard the reports, and it was talking about how Memphis, you know, didn't want to put, of course, Ja Morant's definitely not going to be in the trade, and they're not going to put Jaren Jackson Jr., and they're not going to put Desmond Bain. Again, if you're making an offer, you start low. You don't start at your highest point, because if they counter, you got nowhere to go. They start low, and then I also think they test in the waters to see, you know, where is Brooklyn? Because a lot of people have been complaining. A lot of front offices have been complaining about the way Brooklyn's been handling this. And again, Brooklyn don't want to trade him. So, I mean, I understand what Brooklyn's doing. It's not good business practice, because to me, they're going to end up at the end of the day hurting themselves. They're going to end up at the end of the day, they're going to have to move him. If he doesn't come off his trade request, they're going to have to move him. People say, well, Elder, what do you think that? History. I go back and I look every single, especially in this modern day era, but every single superstar that has requested a trade, he's been traded. Now you can get a few people you can name. I hear people say Kobe, which is not true. People say Akeem Olajuwon, which is not true. But they say people like that requested trade, stuff like that. But again, they ended up getting what they wanted from their organizations, and they stayed, and they both ended up winning championships after it. All right. So that's a different situation than what he's in now. And these modern day people, you go back to Anthony Davis, you go back to Ben Simmons, you go back to what's his name, James Harden twice. I can name on and on, Kawhi Leonard. All these guys eventually get traded. Now they may not go where they want to go. Kawhi was the only one that did, but you're gonna get traded. So in my eyes, I think Brooklyn is doing themselves a disservice if they're not sitting down right now trying to negotiate hard with Kevin Durant, and if they're not willing to meet his demands, move the man and get what you can get. I mean, to me, right now, the best player that's been put out on the market has been Jaylen Brown. So try to work something out there. Now, I think Memphis would include Jaren Jackson Jr., but he's hurt right now, y'all. He had the foot stress fracture in his foot. So he's not, you don't trade a guy right then because you don't know where he's going to be. It says 4 to 6 months, but the recent history of guys with stress fractures in their foot, y'all, it ain't been good. That's what Zion had. That's what who's the other dude? I can't remember, but it was a couple people, y'all. There's a couple people that had this recently, and them boogers ended up missing the whole entire year with stress fractures in their foot. I think that's what Ben Simmons had his rookie year. Yeah, I think Ben Simmons, remember he missed his whole entire rookie year. I think he had some kind of stress fracture in his foot. So these things, man, there's no guarantee that Jaren Jackson Jr. is coming back this year, and he's not on that level to where you trade for him anyways and just wait. You know, he not KD. Embiid, yeah, Embiid had a stress fracture. Yeah, he had one in his foot, man. I'm telling you, so these stress fractures ain't no joke in your foot. And then the taller you are, man, normally the more you're going to weigh, even though Jaren Jackson Jr. is a thin dude, he still got body weight. You know what I mean? He's still 200 plus pounds, 250, probably 240, 250. So that's still a lot of weight and pressure down on your foot. And there you go, TJ Warren. He missed all but 4 games the last 2 years from a foot fracture. So these stress fractures and stuff in your foot, man, they can be serious. So you just don't know. So this is why I don't think that Memphis is like a real trade partner right now, because one of their main trade chips, they're not willing to give up. And I don't think a package wrapped around Desmond Bane is going to be good enough to get KD, in my opinion. Why would you not just go to Boston then? You know, Desmond Bane good, but he ain't Jaylen Brown, not yet. He ain't even close to that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Hold on, my bad. I think Kareem sent me a. Oh no, that was somebody else. All right, trying to work my cell phone and work the computer with you guys today, man. So, what I'm doing, I'm not getting into like it's so many debates and stuff going on now with people's opinions flying all over. If you notice, I'm backing off of that. Let's just talk about what's going on, what you see out there, what you want to see. Did y'all see Kareem's video he put out here? I want to say today. He might have put out today, or yeah, I think it was today. He put a video out with a trade that he thinks is the best trade for the Lakers. Now, I think that motivation for Kareem probably came from him believing that the Lakers have no chance at getting Kyrie. I know he did another video voicing his disappointment and not being able to get Kyrie. His thoughts that the Lakers need a guy like Kyrie to get over the hump against teams like the Clippers and so on and so forth. That's where me and Kareem disagree. I don't think we need Kyrie to beat the Clippers. The Clippers will beat themselves. I'm not worried about the strippers. So for all you stripper fans in here, that's how I feel, just so you know. Just in case you didn't know. I know most of you already know, but just in case you didn't know, I'm not concerned about the strippers. They'll get in their own way. I think the strippers are going to have some of the same problems that Brooklyn's going to have. I think they will eventually have chemistry problems. I do. I don't know how you satisfy all of those quality players that they have. And I think some of those guys are up to get money. So you're normally going to get your best performance from a guy on a contract year, but he still has to get minutes to be consistent. And when I look at that Clippers roster, they are so loaded, y'all, with talent of guys that are worthy of minutes in the NBA. It's just somebody, 1 or 2 or 3 guys are going to be sitting there getting 5, 10 minutes a game when they could go somewhere else and get 30 or 35. You understand what I'm saying? And those guys typically end up not being happy, especially if that's the type of individual that needs to get paid. Now, if he hasn't got a big payday yet, and it's time for him to get a big payday, and he's been having that opportunity taken away from him, now he's going to be a little disgruntled. His agent's going to probably come in and be like, look, man, can we look for some kind of trade for my client to get him up out of here, man? Because I want him to have an opportunity to make it. He said, that's a lie, Elder. Players already have contracts. The realist, I ain't going to deal with you yet, bro. I ain't going to deal with you yet. I ain't going to do. That's a Clipper fan. Players don't already have. They have a contract, but they're playing for a new contract. And I'm pretty sure that everybody on the Clippers, I go look just to make sure, but I'm sure everybody on the Clippers is not on a 2, 3, 4, 5 year deal. I'm sure they have guys on their team that's on the last year of their deals, or they have an opt out for next year. And if they do, those are guys that want to get paid. They want to play a lot of minutes. They want to be able to showcase themselves. and they want to get paid. I'm gonna be interested to see what they do with the Reggie Jackson. What do you call it? The guy came from John Wall, Reggie Jackson and John Wall. Well, the real is you can put the facts up there if you sound wrong. Show me a guy. Show me your whole roster of your strippers, and show me what their contracts look like. Because I guarantee. So you telling me the real is you telling me that the strippers have nobody that is coming up for a contract next year. After this year is over, they don't have any free agents. They have anybody eligible for free agency. I already know the answer to that, bro. Come on. Now again, you got the highest, you got the most paid owner in the world. I mean, in sports, I'm not tripping on that, or in basketball, I should say. I'm not tripping on that. I know he's willing to pay, but he ain't stupid. He ain't just paying to pay. And I'm telling you, if guys could be fine. If they're not getting minutes, a lot of guys is not going to be happy. They want to showcase their talent. And I think the Clippers have too much. I really do. I think they have too much. Because it's only so many minutes in a game, y'all. It's 48 minutes in a game. So when you 13, 14 deep, how you going to play all those guys? You tell me how you going to divide those minutes. You tell me Kawhi Leonard, when he do decide to come back, when he do decide to come back, you telling me he going to be happy playing 27 minutes a game? Now, Kawhi he may be because he on that load management and all that kind of stuff. But Paul George going to be happy with that? Y'all telling me, old boy, John Wall going to be happy with that? All these starters they got. I'm interested to see how this is going to look with John Wall and Reggie Jackson. Because Reggie Jackson, let's keep it real. Even though I'm not a stripper fan, I'm not a Kawhi fan like a lot of y'all. Reggie Jackson done balled out for that team, man. And he done showed up at the biggest stages, playoffs, all that kind of stuff. And you telling him now he got to take a backseat to a cat that ain't played in 2 years, bro? Marcus Morris situation. What you gonna do with him? He been on the trade block for a while. I don't want to spend too much time talking about these strippers, but I went that route because I know that's what my boy Kareem is concerned with. And I'm letting y'all know why I'm not concerned. So I ain't gonna spend a lot of time talking about the strippers. I know y'all want to talk about them no ways. Y'all Laker fans over here. Y'all want to know what the Lakers are doing. I think the Lakers are doing fine. I think the front office is doing what they should be doing. They're allowing the coaches to coach. They're doing their thing. They're being patient. They're waiting. Since Kyrie has been made the number one person on our wish list, and he's not out of the realm yet. You see what I'm saying? I don't care what you hear Brooklyn saying, oh, we're going to keep Kyrie and blah, blah, blah. That's funny. A month ago, you weren't saying that. And I truly believe the only reason they're saying that now is to try to get leverage over other teams and over KD, which I don't think is going to work. I don't think it's going to work at all. So Kareem put together a trade, and in that trade, if I'm not mistaken, he had the Lakers getting Miles Turner and the shooter from over there, Buddy Hield. And then he also had the Lakers in a separate deal getting, or maybe it was all one deal, maybe a 3-team deal. He had them getting Bojan Bogdanovic, or however you say his name, from Utah. I actually had a similar deal to that. Only thing, I switched out Bogdanovic and put in Patrick Beverley because he had going out. Excuse me. Russell Westbrook was going to Indiana. Then he had the two young dudes, Nunn and THT. He had them going to Utah. And then he said, figure out the picks. Of course, you know, Indiana going to want the picks, the first rounders. And then Utah, he was thinking maybe we'll take second rounders. I think he had, what's his name? William Gabriel. He had William Gabriel going out again, too. So audio went out. Y'all can't hear me? Can y'all hear me in the chat room? Somebody said the audio went out. Audio went out. We can't hear you, Elder. Wow. You know what that is. Let me get with Kareem. Let me see. Oh, you can hear you in the house, girl. Now I can. Okay. All right. Cool. Hey, salute LA Sports Live. Salute One the Hustle. Marcus 2013 full. Salute all y'all. Cato Henson. Salute Steve Scott. I'm trying to name people I hadn't called out. Jamar Sullivan. Even Scott, hopefully all y'all hit that like button. Hopefully everybody hit that like button. Is that Caesar Jackson? Salute. Edgar O. Salute. John Viral. Salute. I like Bogdanovich from the Hawks. He is better than the one from Utah. Okay. Well, he's in Sacramento now, if I'm not mistaken. They traded him to Sacramento. All right, all right. So everybody can hear me now. Everybody can hear me. All right, cool. Guess we lost it for a hot second. Yeah, but Kareem's trade, for those of you that watch this video, his trade had the Lakers sending out Russell Westbrook, THT, Kendrick Nunn, and I believe Wenyen Gabriel. And we were getting back the one guy, Bogdanovich from Utah, and we were getting Buddy Hield and Miles Turner. Now, Bogdanovich is a sniper, 40-some% 3-point shooter. I think he scored 18 points a game last year, y'all. So he ain't no slouch. Everybody says he's 33. Doesn't matter. He can still play. He's not gonna hurt your team. I like him. I do. And he's making $19 million a year. So, and it's the last year of his contract. So you got a motivated player. He's probably looking to play well to get at least one more contract before he retires. So that would be a good pickup because we need more wings, in my personal opinion. The Lakers, for some odd reason, since LeBron been there, we just don't get wings, and I don't know why. We get 6'4" and 6'5" guys and expect them to play wing. So it baffles me why the Lakers do what they do when it comes to that. But I wouldn't mind getting more wings for the Lakers. I know the Lakers have had their eye on what's that dude in New York, y'all? There's a young dude, Cam Reddish. They've had their eye on him. Cam Reddish actually had a better year than I thought he did last year, y'all. I didn't know he averaged 10 points a game last year. I started doing some research and looking it up. I didn't think he got the opportunity to average 10 points a game, but yeah, he averaged 10 points a game, and you know, the shooting could have been better. His 3-point shooting was like, I think it was like 37, like 36.9, like 37%, which is cool. I can deal with that. But he's shooting from the field overall was 40%, and I want that to be a little bit higher. But he's young and he needs opportunity, so we can get that. But overall, on the trade that Kareem proposed, if we cannot get Kyrie, I wouldn't be mad at that trade. I would not be mad at that trade. That's 3 quality players that we get back. The problem is with what we'd have to give up to get all of that, we don't have the depth. See, the goal of the Lakers, y'all, is we gave up, remember, 3 players, Kuzma, KCP. Oh, I mean to give y'all the finger. Sorry about that. Kuzma, KCP, and what's his name? Montrezl Harrell. Salute, anti-social. Salute, my brother. We gave all them up, plus a pick to get Russ. So I think from Russ alone, we got to be able to get back 2, if not 3 quality players. We got to be able to get that back. And then if we can go get another player to add on top of that for what we got with maybe THT, Nunn, Wenyen Gabriel. Everybody's like, why is Wenyen Gabriel always in all these deals? He's a scrub. He's this, he's that. Well, he ain't a scrub. He made the league. Secondly, he's on a non-guaranteed contract, y'all. So that's why he's always being added to these deals, because that's like 1.8, close to $2 million to eat up some space on a guy that a team could take and not have to actually keep on their roster. They could cut him and not have to pay anything. So that's a valuable piece if you just need a small filler to get a deal done. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why the Lakers keeping him around, because he may be used for that. Oh, excuse me. If not, we'll see what happens. For me, I kind of want Patrick Beverley. Y'all know, kind of, they've been around me for a minute. I've never been a big Patrick Beverley fan. Hey, don't forget, y'all, Patrick Beverley. I'm talking about Patrick Beverley coming to the Lakers. Remind me, just in case I lose my train of thought. Don't y'all forget, though, hit the Cash App up for Kareem Lou Allen. We're reading your questions. We're reading your comments. Support my brother. He's in the background today. He's having a little headache issues and stuff. So I'm rolling solo today for him. But still show your love. Still show your support. If you haven't hit the like button, please do. It look like we got 200. Let me see now. We're talking about Patrick Beverley. We're going to get back on Patrick Beverley here in a second. We got 267 people in here. I only see 141 likes, y'all. Let's get them likes up real quick. Let's get them up over 200, y'all. Got to show your support. If you're not sending the Cash App, you got to at least hit the like button, right? You would think the like button is free $99. Ain't that what they say? So at least hit the like button. We got almost 300 people in here. We got to have 200 likes, y'all. So let's get that like button up. Paul Theory, I see your package in there, and we can discuss that down the road here. Because I'm gonna do a Q&A, y'all. I'm gonna do a question and answer. So once I'm done, kind of going through a little bit of all of this, and we get greased up, then y'all can just start shooting your questions. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm always tired, Gregory Brown, around this time. This bedtime. I'm an old man. You can't tell, bro. You know, old people go to bed early and get up early, man. That's what we do. I wish that was my case. Going to bed early for me is like 1 o'clock in the morning. I still get up 4, 5 o'clock every day though. So I'll be out hitting it tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Back on Patrick Beverley. All right. I like Patrick Beverley now for one reason. The main reason I like Patrick Beverley, y'all. The main, not one, the main one. I got more than one, but the main reason I like him because he want to be a Laker. From everything I'm seeing out there, the little hints and the little statements he's made and all this kind of stuff and the different things he's been on, I can tell he's kind of maneuvering and wants to be a Laker next year. I like guys that want to be here. Then it doesn't hurt that he's a dog, and it don't hurt that he's a good 3-point shooter. Now I know a lot of people don't think about him that way, but he's like a 38% 3-point shooter for his career. And one thing about him, he's not afraid of the moment. He will not be afraid of the moment. Now, will he do something boneheaded in the moment? There's a good slight possibility of that, but he will not be afraid of that moment. So this is why I like a guy like Pat Beverley. And then if you go and get rid of THT, Nunn, Westbrook, that's 3 of your ball handling guards right there. You got to get something back guard wise that can handle the ball. Now, Buddy Hield's cool, but he's not the shot creator. You see what I'm saying? He's the catch and shoot. He's the sniper. Buddy Hield is not the guy you want to put the ball in and just have him create and be a playmaker. You see what I'm saying? And you just got rid of 3 of your best playmakers, or 3 of your playmakers, not your best because LeBron's that, but 3 of your playmakers. So you got to get a guy back that can actually do that. I do like Mike Conley too. I do. The issue with Mike Conley is that contract. He played well, played a lot of games last year. The money that he's making, it's not horrible, but it ain't great. 22 million or something like that. And then next year he's guaranteed 14 million. So either you're a team where you send him to like OKC or a team that's eating salary and let them cut him and give him 14 million to go away, and they do the buyout that way, or you play him and pay him another 22 or 24 million. Because I think that's what he would make next year if he stays a season. You got to pay him 24. Conley wasn't bad for Utah last year, y'all. He wasn't. He is getting older. Everybody's worried about his durability. I think he played 71, 72 games last year, y'all. So Conley was not an issue when it came to health for Utah last year. I honestly, y'all, and Conley, you know, that's an Indiana guy. For some of you that don't know, when I used to coach AAU, that was the height of our AAU when Conley was playing AAU. Him, Greg Oden, that team they had, Indy Speed's team, they were the #1 team in the country. Our team, Blessed IJM, we were a top 5 team in the country. OJ Mayo team was like 3rd in the country. So AAU was huge back then. And so them being in Indianapolis, Indiana, we were in Fort Wayne, Indiana. So there was another team out of Indiana in the northern part up there. What was that? SFM. They were really good. They sent guys to Notre Dame. They sent the brother to Virginia. So we had like 3 of the top 5 teams in AAU basketball back then in the state of Indiana. And so I got, you know, much love for Conley because I'd been around him and his family, his dad, and all them for years, you know, for while we were doing the AAU thing. And they just, you know, everybody knew he was gonna be a pro, and he's just a cool dude, man. So you cheer for guys like that. You know what I mean? You want guys like that to make it. He's done well in the NBA. I don't know if some of y'all remember that one contract he signed. He had the largest contract in the NBA at the time when he signed it. So Conley ain't broke. I mean, the brother done did well. But at this age, because I think he's 34, 35, something like that. He's older, and at this stage, I don't want that. I don't want that. Because if he go down, it's gonna be a minute before he come back. No, really yawning. It's gonna take a while. Let me sit up. It's gonna take a while for him to come back. And I would rather take my chances with Patrick Beverley on a 1-year deal that gives me a lot more flexibility. If I like him, I can re-sign him for a lot less money. And honestly, production wise, I think he's gonna do for me what Conley would. Now, don't get me wrong. People say Conley's a Florida. I'm not saying they're the same guys, y'all, but oh boy is definitely much better than Conley on the defensive end. They both shoot the three about the same. They're both heady players. Conley is more of a floor general and smarter and all that high IQ. But Patrick Beverley's not a dumb player. He's got a good IQ too. So he's 34, but he just doesn't have the mileage and the beat up that Conley got. I would take my chances with Patrick Beverley because he wants to be there. He's less money. We have more financial flexibility if he plays well, if he doesn't play well. You see what I'm saying? So that's where I'm looking to go if I'm the Lakers, is that route. If I got to do that kind of deal. People keep asking me. They keep asking me, Elder, what do you think is going to ultimately happen? What do you think going to ultimately happen? You just don't know when it comes to this kind of stuff, y'all. Y'all have no idea the things that could change or happen that could change an individual's mind or make them need to do something different. You see what I'm saying? So I do, from what I'm hearing, from what I'm seeing out there, right? I'm not quoting you sources. That's not what I'm doing. When I say here, I'm talking about the same stuff y'all hear. All right. I wanted to make that clear too. These situations that I've been talking about with basketball this year, I'm not calling guys that I know that are still agents in the business. I'm not calling players I know that's still connected to the NBA. I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that to give an assessment of what I believe gonna happen from these situations. If they don't capitulate to Kevin Durant and they can't pass that up, Kevin Durant gone, y'all. Because again, the history shows me that's what happens. And the longer they wait, the less they're gonna get. And I've been pushing this a little bit. It ain't getting no traction, which is fine. I don't need it to, but I think people need to see a little bit more because as a fan, you just want to see them out there playing. You don't give a flip about the other stuff. But these organizations, man, they shady. They're very hypocritical because when you think about it, you got the KDs and the Kyries or whoever it was manipulating and finagling the system last year, 2 years ago, to get James Harden over there. And Brooklyn was on board 100%, even though Brooklyn probably had the best roster in basketball. When you took KD, Kyrie, and all those other guys they had, the Spencer Dinwiddies, the Karis LeVerts, the big man, and then they get getting traded to Cleveland. I mean, they had a roster, y'all. They had a roster. And they got rid of them dudes, didn't even give them a chance to see if they could do anything together to bring in James Harden. Manipulated the system, did what they had to do. James ended up there, though, because he forced his hand. Well, you kind of reap what you sow. Now that the shoe is on Brooklyn's foot, they want to stand firm and they want to, hold their nuts and all this kind of whatever you want to call it. They want, man, it's a bunch of horse crap. That's what it is. But at the end of the day, when these dudes say they want to go, bro, on this level, they out of there. They are out of there. So, A, in the chat, I know we talked a little bit about Kareem's trade. Remember, he was sending Russell Westbrook out. He was sending Wenyen Gabriel out, and he was sending THT and Nunn out, and the 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. Now he said they can figure out the picks. We were getting back Turner from Indiana, Buddy Hield from Indiana, and Bogdanovic from Utah. What y'all think about that trade? I want to see in the chat room what y'all think about that trade. So I think what he was literally doing is sending Russ to the Pacers, and for that we were sending that and the 2 first-round picks, and then getting back Turner and Hield. Now to me, that's an overpay. I do understand though why the Pacers are asking for 2 first-round picks, y'all. I don't look at that scenario as the Pacers are just trying to fleece the Lakers. I'm not looking at it like that. Because the standard operating procedure in the NBA, if you eat contract, meaning if you swallow money because you're under the cap, you get a first-round pick for that. That's what OKC and these teams, that's what they be doing, y'all. That's what they be doing, right? And Russell makes $47 million. If you look at Miles Turner, he makes 18. If you look at Buddy Hield, he makes 22. 22 and 18. Last time I checked was $40 million. So Indiana would have to eat $7 million to do that deal. That's worthy of a first round pick by itself. Now, when you look at Buddy Hield, do y'all remember? Can anybody in here remember when Buddy Hield got drafted? Where did he get drafted? Does anybody in here remember? Anybody in here remember? Where does Buddy Hield? Was he a first round, second round pick? I know. I'm asking y'all. Do y'all know? Let's get a little crowd participation here. Y'all taking too long. Where was Buddy Hield drafted at? I'm not going to give you time to look it up. If you don't know it, nah. Buddy Hield, I believe, was the 6th player picked in the draft. I think Buddy Hield was the 6th player picked. He was a high lottery pick that year he came out. Now, somebody can go fact check me. I could be wrong. But if I remember correctly, I think Buddy Hield was he was high. He was like 6, 7, something like that. I believe he was. Yeah, he was a top 10 pick. I believe he was. Yep, that's him. I think he was a top 10 pick. Probably 6 out of Oklahoma. Yep. Remember, he played for Oklahoma. He was a man, one of the leading scorers in the nation, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. I think he was a top 10 pick. Now, let's go to Miles Turner. Where was Miles Turner's pick? Does anybody remember? Where was Miles Turner? Where did Miles Turner? Was he first round? Was he second round? Was he lottery? Was he a little outside the lottery? Was he early second? Does anybody remember? Miles Turner, if I'm not mistaken, I think he was a late lottery pick. Yeah, see, David Schilling. Salute, my brother. I think you got it right. He's either 10th or 11th or 12th or something like that. Somebody go actually look it up so we can verify. But I'm almost positive Buddy Hield was like 6th and Miles Turner was like 10th or 11th. Those are 2 lottery picks, y'all. So you telling me you got a lottery pick. So I was right, 11th pick. See? Yep. You got a 2 lottery picks in their prospective drafts. That one is putting up 18 points a game. The other one's putting up almost 14 points a game. One of them is leading the league in shot blocking, right? He's a stretch big. You trying to tell me that the Pacers are being unreasonable, giving you both of those players and asking for 1 pick for them? Think about that. Because they worthy of a pick if they eat $7 million of Russell Westbrook's salary, y'all. They get a pick for that alone. So they literally only asking for 1 more pick for these 2 guys. Now, Albuquerque Turkey, you'll say that they both are trash, so that means you're not down with the Indiana deal. But I'm saying if you see value in these guys, it's not unreasonable for Indiana to say, give me a first-round pick for these 2 guys. I don't think that's unreasonable. Now, what I think would be unreasonable for them is if the market tells them, no, I don't care how high they were picked. They're not worth first-round draft picks because of the situations of scenarios. And the best you're going to get is a couple seconds. If that's what the market says, I think Indiana is stupid to not get something for them. Because here's what they risk. Buddy Hield they got. Now, you can just keep him and play him, which I don't see how that fits. Now, he played well with them dudes. He played well. With the, what's the dudes? I said the dudes, man, I be forgetting these names. Y'all know that. Halliburton is there. Duarte, that's the other one I wanted to remember. They got a solid young nucleus backcourt already. So can you play all 3? You can. They did it last year. But I would rather give those minutes to those young guys and let them develop. You see what I'm saying? And they were in a position where Buddy Hield is the one that probably can get a first-round pick over Miles Turner, right? So I don't know. Maybe they thinking don't do the deal, and then we'll just see. But I think the only people that's actually can anybody else tell me of another team that's actually interested in those Pacer guys besides the Lakers? I have not heard of many teams. I knew some people was kind of on Miles Turner, but nobody ever came to the table with a real offer. And I think the biggest issue with Miles Turner is that I believe this. I don't know this for a fact. I believe his representation is telling everybody he wants that max extension. I don't see people want to give Miles Turner 4-year, $90-something million, y'all. I don't see that. You know they're not valuing the center position in the NBA today. You know what I mean? So nobody's going to do that. And if the Lakers take him, in a deal, what are we looking at re-signing him at? Because that's crazy. If we give up a first-round pick for him, we pretty much guaranteed to have to re-sign him, y'all. And to me, now Kareem told me the other day, we were talking behind the scenes. He said he wouldn't even do that. Now Miles Turner's making $18 million. If he comes and he plays well for me, he's got to get some kind of raise, y'all. Everybody, you do well on your job, you do expect a raise. But I couldn't give too big of a raise. I just couldn't. Well, I think the best deal I could offer a guy like Miles Turner, I mean, even if he balled out, y'all, he could do 18 and 12 and 3 blocks a game. I mean, that's dominant, really, y'all. That's dominant. He do that, I'm still only offering him 3 years 60, y'all. I really am. I'm only offering him 3 years 60. Or you do 18, 20, and 22. You see what I'm saying? To make it work. To give him some kind of raise, or I may do a little like 64 or something like that to try to make it stagger where he get 20 and 21 and then 23 the last year, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So he getting minor increases every year. I just, oh boy, and see, Jamal Sullivan, he said 12 mil. Now he making 18 million right now. And I'm saying if he comes and balls out, 366. See, yeah, David Schilling, see, something like that. That's like 22 million a year. That's a $4 million raise. He in LA, it's gonna cost of living gonna go up. I mean, that ain't killing you. Because everybody knows, like, even with what's going on with Russ falling off the books and all this kind of stuff, the Lakers should have about $20 million of cap space next year. Right? So you can kind of put him in that category. And then you'll have other exemptions that open up where you can kind of expand the roster. So, but it depends on what you're taking back too, though. Because if you take Buddy Hield back, he eats that up. So you'll have to pay old boy to go over the cap. That's what you'll have to do. You have to pay him to go over the cap. But I think I just, as long as those two not making more than Russ, I mean, I think we should be good. I think those two players together are definitely better for the Lakers than having Russ on your team. The problem is now we got to get another ball handler because LeBron just can't carry the load, y'all. He can't do it at 38 years old. He can do it in spurts, but we can't put that much responsibility of putting him back on the point position. I think that's a bad idea. I don't mind him handling the ball in the half court and all that, but to put him at the point, I think that's a bad idea for the Lakers, and I don't think it's going to work. I mean, anybody can be able to initiate that offense. Most of it's going to run through Anthony Davis anyway. So, kind of, I'm looking at y'all. I'm looking at the responses. I'm not getting an overwhelming lovey-dovey feeling about this trade that Kareem put together. Now, some people have said it's okay. Some people said, hell no, they're not with it. I don't think people are high on the players. I've seen a few of you go in here and talk about Dennis Schroeder. Now, I'm going to tell y'all how I feel about Dennis Schroeder. I'm not down with retreads, y'all. I don't want no retreads at all. I really don't. Real retreads. Now, people say, Patrick Beverley was on the Lakers. I was like, bro, he didn't. He got let go. I think the Lakers drafted him, didn't they? And then they let him go and all that. So he really never played for the Lakers. But I'm talking about real retreads. Guys that were on the team, played a full year, whatever, didn't do well, then they left. Now they want to come back. I'm not with that. I'm really not. I will say this though. If Dennis Schroeder is willing to come back to the Lakers and play for the veteran minimum, that's some humility right there, y'all. This is a man that 2 seasons ago, not even 2 years, 2 seasons ago, could have got $84 million from the Lakers. And to come back after one season, really, that's 1 season ago, wasn't it? Yeah. After 1 season and be willing to take the minimum. If I got a 15th roster spot, I mean, he's better than Scottie Pippen Jr. In my opinion, he's better than him. But the Lakers do need to develop for the future. If Dennis Schroeder is your 15th man, how much is he going to play? Is he going to be happy? I don't know the internals with the Lakers when it came to that locker room. Is Dennis Schroeder the type of cat that's going to come and be at that position and then look at the guys ahead of him and think, well, I'm better than them. I should be playing. I don't know. So that's a tough decision, man. I honestly, if I'm good with my top 13, I'm developing with 14 and 15, y'all. And 16, 17, the guys that are on the two-way contract, I'm developing them guys. I'm getting them minutes if I'm Byron. If I am Darvin Ham, I'm getting them minutes. I'm not gonna bring in an old retread that's really not gonna add value to my team. I would rather develop Scottie Pippen Jr. I'd rather develop the shooter that came from Syracuse or the big man that came out of Virginia. I forget their names right now, but these are the guys we got under contract. I know we got another guard out of Boston University that played in the summer league thing, and he was good. I liked him. I liked him a lot. So I think he's still in the mix with the Lakers. They might have gave him one of them Exhibit 10 contracts. Those are the guys that I would rather develop. I would rather develop them than give an old guy retread. Maybe hey, let Schroeder sit. Teams get injuries and all this kind of stuff, which I'm not wishing on anybody. But once a team get injured and they got need, Schroeder right there for him. Let him go somewhere where he can actually play and be a part of the rotation. Because to me, Schroeder's a rotation guy. He's not a cat you just put at the end of your bench and not play. In my personal opinion. So I hope they're not SM. I hope you just like joking. Because Blatch, he's old, ain't he? He played a while ago. I remember Andre Blatch. I'm not gonna say Schroeder's trash. He needs to be in this defined role. And going to Boston, he really couldn't get that. And with the Lakers, he took the chance and bet on himself, and it didn't work. Hey, Byron Alton, we appreciate you. Bryant Alton, we appreciate you, brother. Appreciate the super chat donation, man. Y'all see the super chat right there on the screen, KAREEMLOUALLEN. It says, hey, sir, why is Dwight and Carmelo still there? They need young players, don't you think? Still there as in with the Lakers? They are not with the Lakers, brother. Dwight Howard nor Carmelo Anthony have signed a contract with the Lakers. So they are not on the team. I think some of y'all might have saw about a month ago, they did an article of all the guys that played on the Lakers last year that are not on teams this year. It was like 10 dudes, y'all. Pretty much all those cats from last year, the Arizas and what was the shooter name? I mean, just Carmelo, just all of them. You name them all. All them old guys that was on the Lakers last year, none of them are on teams right now. The only one, to my knowledge, that has been picked up is DeAndre Jordan, which I still don't know how he's getting jobs. I really don't. I mean, I think his better days are behind him. He must be a great locker room dude because he was one of the first ones picked up in free agencies. I think Denver got him. I'm like, what? Yeah, but Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony are not with the Lakers. Bazemore, he's not picked up by nobody. Avery Bradley's not picked up by nobody. Oh, Bazemore went to the Kings. He did get picked up? Okay. Cool. You know what? I remember this now. The day that thing came out, I think like 2 days later, 2 or 3 guys did get picked up off it. Bazemore was one. I can't remember who the other one was. But it still was baffling to me that 10 guys that had played for the Lakers the year before did not get picked up by any teams. Now, some of that is this Kevin Durant thing, though, y'all. There are a lot of good free agents out there still, and there's a lot of roster spots available, but teams are not trying to make any moves because they may be a part of this Kevin Durant situation or the Donovan Mitchell situation. So it's kind of got the league on lock, man. So that's why I know this thing gonna get interesting. That's how I know this thing is gonna get interesting. Hey, Dennis Moldovan, that's been a deal that both those teams have been trying to get done for a while. He said THT and none for Gary Trent Jr. The problem I have with the Gary Trent Jr. thing, remember, y'all, when he got traded there, he had just signed that contract. I mean, like, just signed it. Now, remember him and Powell both signed contracts, and then they both got traded for each other. So if I'm not mistaken, Gary Trent Jr. got like 4 years or 3 years left on this, and I don't know if he's that. I mean, Gary Trent Jr. balled out there. I don't know why they would want to get rid of him. He's like the best two man they got to me. Um, you got a smaller backcourt with old boy. The little guard they got there, the little light skinned dude. I be forgetting these cats' names, man. But y'all know who I'm talking about. Van Vliet. So I don't know why they want to, but I know this. Toronto's been trying to get THT for the last 2 years. Everybody wants to say how trash and how garbage he is, but it's amazing. Old boy down there, Yesai Jury don't think that. He been trying to get him for 2 years. So any kind of deal go down, I would not be surprised he try to sneak in there and just get THT as the throw in, because he would take him. He wouldn't have a problem taking THT. Stuart Dearson, he said, Elder, I really like Bembry for the Lakers' final spot. I'm not thinking right. He's the type of wing that could fit. The problem with Bembry is the shooting. You know, he doesn't add the shooting that you need. He plays the defense. He's got the hustle. He's got all the intangibles. I think he's only like 6'5", 6'6" too. So he's not like a true wing, like 6'7", 6'8", 6'9". Josh Jackson, I don't know what's going on with him, y'all, because it doesn't look like any team is taking a flyer on Josh Jackson, and that is a lot of talent there. But Bembry, yeah, I like that dude, man. I didn't know why Brooklyn let him release him or whatever they did last year. I don't know. I don't know why they did that. Trent has 2 years, $35 million left, so he must have signed a 3-year deal. It must have been what was the other cat he got traded for? He must have had the longer deal. The ones with the Clippers now. He must have had the longer deal. But I remember they had both got fresh deals. But still, even in that, that's $17 million a year, bro. You know, and Trent balling out. But I mean, I like Trent. He plays D. He knocks the three down. He ain't afraid of the moment. I mean, he got the pedigree. You know what I mean? His dad played in the league. So I just. My thing is this: if you give up none in THT, what people don't understand, that's 2 of your ball handlers and 2 of your shot creators, y'all. They create their own shot. They're playmakers. They're good ball handlers. They can initiate and run your offense. You got to. I can't give 2 of them kind of cats up for a guy that can't do that. That's why I'm really having liked the fact that they've been trying to package these dudes to go over there for Buddy Hield. Now, if you got Kyrie, makes a difference. And now you got LeBron, Kyrie, anybody else can fill in after him. You see what I'm saying? But if you don't have a Kyrie Irving, I'm really not big on giving up them ball handlers. And if none is now he missed a full year. If none is looking like he's 100%, I'm rolling with none, y'all. None's a good player. We just done forgot. But none's a good player, and he's $5 million. Man, do you know if I can get double figures out of a $5 million guy? That's like you winning all day, bro. You winning all day, and he's a plus defender. So I'm not saying he's a world beater, like he's not a lockdown, but he's not hurting you defensively. And then when you put him with a good scheme that Darvin Ham will come up with defensively, he's going to be fine in there. He will give the effort that's necessary for the defense to be good. You see what I'm saying? So salute, Loyalty. I just seen you come in there. Salute, my brother. He said, is it true Kyrie and Brooklyn come into an agreement for Kyrie to stay in Brooklyn? Now, see, that's how like words get twisted and all that. They made a statement, Loyalty, that they're not looking to trade Kyrie at this time and want to just keep him in Brooklyn. But that don't mean they. See, you said come into an agreement, meaning like extension contract. No, they're not doing that. And all they're doing, in my personal opinion, is using Kyrie as leverage in the Durant stuff and all of that. Because again, if they can force Durant to stay, you definitely will want Kyrie to be there with them. But watch, as soon as they have to trade, oh boy, I don't see this. I don't see Brooklyn keeping Kyrie if Kevin Durant not there. I don't. Because everything I'm hearing, now that stuff I've heard right there from internals, people that are close, all that, I have heard that they don't like him at all in Brooklyn. They don't trust him. They don't like him. They believe Kyrie is the major source of all the turmoil and everything in that locker room. The jab is a huge issue with them because they in an area where if something go down like that, it's gonna hit like New York City, LA, them places like that first. So they're concerned about something like that happening and then him not being able to play. And they just don't. They don't. Everything I'm hearing, that front office don't like Kyrie. Now he's forced to play ball right now because he needs a contract. He needs to repair his image that they pretty much helped tear up. Now Paul Theory, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. None didn't steal money. He's making $5 million. Guys that steal money to me is guys like Kawhi Leonard and all them dudes. You know, cats like that. Them boogers is stealing money because they making $30-40 million, bro. And they use anything and everything not to get their tails out there on the court. I ain't looking at no $5 million guy that has an injury and say he's stealing money. He's pretty irrelevant to the whole scheme of things. Now, he get out there and help, great. You got to steal, but other than that, it's a chance easily worth taking. I'm more upset with a superstar that could be out there playing that's not than a guy like this. That this is the first time he's ever been injured and he couldn't get back out on the court. And look how jacked up we were last year, bro. Why bring him back? See, once it got to a certain point, it didn't make any sense to bring none back. If you're not making the playoffs and going to push that way, it didn't make no sense to even bring him back. Why not give him all that extra time to heal up instead of putting him out there on a jacked up team that ain't going nowhere? So I don't think he steals money. He says, Dennis, although I'm going to keep saying all these, he says, Elder, who starts at shooting guard if we don't pick up another wing? I don't know. I can't tell you, besides LeBron and AD, I can't tell you who anybody that's starting for the Lakers right now because we don't have the final roster, y'all. We do not have the final roster. 300 degrees. Salute, my brother. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, all of y'all, please hit that like button. Let me see where we at. I ain't checked that in a long time. Let me see where we at, though. Some of y'all be slipping. Some of y'all be tripping. Hit the like button. It says we got 268 people in here. We got 202 likes. So if you ain't hit that like button, I would appreciate it. Kareem would appreciate it. We all gonna appreciate it. We want this to get out there. And then y'all see the Cash App right there for Kareem. If you send it, we're still reading the Cash Apps over here. KAREEMLOUALLEN, we're still reading those Cash Apps. So if you send a Cash App with a question or a comment, we will read it. All right. Salute. Appreciate all y'all, man. Appreciate y'all joining us tonight. Kareem had to bow out tonight. He's in the back. He's behind the scenes, y'all. But you know he's dealing with some little headache issues and stuff like that. So we're gonna roll. We're gonna just keep it rolling. We're gonna keep it rolling. So the Kevin Durant stuff is very, very interesting. Again, yeah. Paul said Lonnie Walker. Honestly, though, Paul, I think they got him to be a backup. I really do. They got him to fill in that role that Malik, well, what's his name? Whatever, high top dude, Bobby Brown, that dude Malik did for us last year. Who did it well? He did it well. Got him $20 million. So that's not the payday he's looking for, but that'll help. That'll get him started. He balls out these next year for what's name. He can opt out again and maybe get a bigger payday, right? But I don't think Lonnie Walker is going to be the starter. I believe, let's just say nothing happens, which I don't believe will happen. I don't believe that at all. I believe the Lakers are committed to move Russell Westbrook. But let's just say it doesn't. I think they would start a THT or what's his name, Austin Reeves, before they start Lonnie Walker. I really do. Those guys been around. They know the team. You want that scoring punch coming off the bench too. You want a guy that's kind of electric and can score coming off the bench. That's what Lonnie Walker is. And then when you look at all the guys that the Lakers have been trying to get on trade, that the rumors have been guys like Eric Gordon and Buddy Hield and all that. Those are all two guards. So those guys will come in and start instantly at the two, and then you bring Lonnie Walker off the bench. Now he's going to get major minutes because one thing, Malik Monk, the one thing I love about the way Darvin Ham, the system that they had when they were down in Atlanta with Budenholzer, and then when they went up to Milwaukee, their starters, man, they don't play heavy minutes. Y'all go look. I think Giannis been only averaging like 32 minutes a game, y'all, for the last few years. He only played heavy minutes in the playoffs. So they do low managing throughout the game. You know what I mean? They're not burning you out at 38, 40 minutes, 42 minutes a game. They're not doing that. They've realized them those 2 to 3 extra minutes in the game make a difference. And then you also get a few more minutes for your 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th guy so they can develop more and you can use them more down the road. The Bobby Portises and all them cats they did. So I see him doing the same with LeBron, AD, guys like that, and letting everybody get run throughout the season. And then guys know, hey, if they know they're on time, like, hey, I'm gone in 6 minutes. I'm gonna give the best 6 minutes I can get. So the coach may think about not taking me out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we still got Stanley Johnson. I mean, we got a lot of little chips in there, bro, that we can move to get better players if need be. You know, throwing in a couple of these $2 million deals, a couple of them add up, man. It really do. Y'all be amazed at how some of those are needed to finish out a deal. Now I'm seeing in the chat that a lot of people been saying on this trade thing, Eric, man, Paul Theory, who do you like, bro? Everybody washed to you, bro. You got everybody washed. Who do you like? He said Eric Gordon is washed. He's injury prone, son, but I don't think EG is washed, man. I don't think EG is washed at all. Call me K, salute. What's up? Ghost B, salute. Salute. Paul, salute. Appreciate all y'all coming in. Sam the man. Y'all got questions. We kind of flew into it without me announcing, but we in that question and answer period now, y'all. So if you got a question you want me to read, go ahead and type it in the what's the name, and I can read it. I agree, Dennis. EG still got some game. He could definitely help a team like the Lakers, but you got creators and stuff and get him wide open looks. And Eric is real good at creating his own shot. People don't realize that. Now he ain't no slouch defensively either. I'm not saying he's no world beater, but he get an effort. He says, I've been listening to you and Ticket talk about the situation. Hold on. Can't have it going away if I'm trying to read it. Listen to you and Ticket talk about this situation, and you guys have made perfect sense on your opinion. So I agree. Nets have to trade Kyrie so you don't lose him for nothing. To me, that would just be the dumbest move, 300 degrees. If they just play Kyrie this year and then don't, at the end of the year, just let him walk, that's just crazy. You know, and to me, if I'm Kyrie, unless I feel like internally I did do something wrong, there's no way in hell I'm staying with that team. If I have to go in and do what LeBron will do, just play your contract out and go in the situation Kyrie in. If I got to do that, I don't have an option because people forget LeBron, KD, all these guys that have done that, they got options to sign a contract that they have refused to. There's no contract on the table for Kyrie Irving right now. So if he does that, I ain't no way in hell I would re-sign with Brooklyn. I don't care how much I would like being there in Brooklyn and all that. Ain't no way. That to me is like the total level of disrespect. But I ain't Kyrie, so I don't know what that brother gonna do. All I know is I've been telling y'all from the beginning, I wasn't 100% sold on Kyrie coming to the Lakers. I was sold on the fact that the Brooklyn Nets don't like Kyrie and they want him gone. And if KD not there, he gone. He gone. I can't wait to training camp. I really can't. I can't wait to training camp to see what's gonna happen. Front office says, in all honesty, Elder, isn't LeBron's play on the court at this point ineffective to the outcome of games? I don't necessarily agree with that front office. That team last year was a train wreck from day one, bro. It's just nothing. What you had, in my personal opinion, was nobody at any level. I'm talking ownership, front office, coaching, and players. Nobody was 100% all in on winning a championship. Nobody was. Everybody had their own personal agendas, and it just all blew up. It just really all blew up, and it turned into the worst season in Laker history. But I don't think LeBron's play is inefficient. Because again, I shouldn't need my 38-year-old player to be a juggernaut defensively. So I kind of think people that expect LeBron to go out there and play defense on the level of some of these players that are much younger than 10 years younger than him, I think that's an unrealistic expectation. Defense takes a whole lot of energy from you. But LeBron is smart enough that if you got 4 guys on the road and you got LeBron roaming, that defense is going to be decent. That defense is going to be decent. You see what I'm saying? But if you got LeBron trying to be one of your defensive juggernauts, you in trouble. And that's why the Lakers look like booty cheeks last year, because their defense was horrible. That defense was horrible. Elder, my favorite player now is KD, but I'm a Laker fan. That's from Paul. All right. Got it. He said, I am 6'9", I weigh 205 pounds, 1,000 pounds, squat 900 pounds, bench for no. This is somebody just trolling. All right. Because you definitely ain't dead. You ain't doing all that. Stop it. Not no 205 pounds. When will a move be made? I don't think we're gonna get any kind of moves until after that January, after that September 1st thing when those other players become available. I don't see a move being made before then. I don't. And I don't see any reason why. You're cutting your options down by trying to make a move now. The only kind of move I think could be made now on the Lakers end, to me, is if Brooklyn changes up their mind and they decide they want to do a Kyrie deal to the Lakers. Because Kyrie is still on the table, regardless of what you hear in Brooklyn saying. They're grandstanding in front of the public. That's all they're doing. He's still on the table, and that's why the Lakers are waiting. Now, after September 1st, we'll see. And I did watch Laker Nation thing. I kind of watched. I didn't watch all of it. I watched it, but I just, again, I know how these negotiation posturing works, and it's just Brooklyn don't have no other choice. They don't know what right now. They have no clue if Kevin Durant is going to show up for training camp or not. They hoping he is. They believing that he loves basketball enough. They hoping that he do, but they have no clue if he's showing up or not. Now, from what I'm seeing, I don't believe he's showing up. I don't. Yeah, the Utah deal, that's high up on my list. I like the Utah deal, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I have warmed up to the New York deal. I've warmed up to the Indiana Pacer deal. And honestly, and I said this, and y'all saw last show me and Kareem did, going back and forth, I would do the San Antonio deal before keeping Russ. My number one priority internally would be Russ got to go. Because I know that is a bad fit, and I can get a little bit more depth on my team getting rid of Russ. My team, to me, instantly gets better just not having him out there making decisions and having more depth. That's my personal opinion. So that's why I would be committed to move Russ. All right. It says Stanley Reeves, none. THT has to step up if we don't make moves. Troy Brown needs to ball. I like the situation that these guys are in. Walker and Bryant are the best signings we got so far. That's bad. I don't think so. I think these guys are all motivated to play, and they all need contracts. So that's a good place to be in. That's a good place to be in. Elder, you think we should do the Utah deal if Kyrie trade doesn't go down this year? Depending on what the Utah deal is. Because, again, we don't know the full Monty of the Utah deal because we don't know what's going to happen with the Donovan Mitchell situation. That could all change up depending on the players that they get back. So, hey, what's up, Aaron? What's going on, Doc? AB, salute, my brother. What's up? Yeah, let's see here. Ghost B said, but Elder, if Kyrie won't come and Westbrook is gone, how about LeBron play the point guard so we can have more wings? I disagree with LeBron playing the point guard, y'all, for the simple fact the point guard takes a lot of energy, y'all. A lot of energy to play that position. So if he goes to full-time point guard, I don't see LeBron making it through the season. So I don't mind him being a primary ball handler, especially in the half court, initiating the offense and doing stuff like that when things get ready to break down. Or I don't mind that. But being full-time point guard, bringing the ball up, initiating off, all that stuff, no. That's too much energy, and teams know that, so they will just wear LeBron down. They would pressure him 94 feet. They would make him get a ball up. They would make him work hard to get the ball back. 38 years old, y'all. You got to make the game easy for a guy like that. LeBron literally is a scorer to me now. I want LeBron being my number one scorer. Honestly, him and Anthony Davis. I want Anthony Davis and LeBron being right behind him. Because LeBron can still score. He can shoot. He can still get to the basket. He's still aggressive offensively. Defensively, just give a little bit of effort, LeBron. The other guys have to be good defensively to make up for him. Kind of like Clay made up for Steph all those years. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I need that. That's what I need for the Lakers to be successful. Let LeBron do the scoring. Let everybody else play the D. He going to play a little bit of D. Let him do his roaming and all that kind of stuff. All right? The Lakers roster will not make playoffs as currently constructed. Okay. That is an opinion stated by Gregory Brown. All right. Camp has not already started. Camp don't start till September, 26, y'all? I think that's the first day of training camp. September 26th. Guys are working out, but we have not done training camp. starts September 26th. LeBron is no longer a top 10 in this league. That's Paul Theory, who doesn't like anybody but KD. So, which trade do you favor the best? I think I said it. Utah, depending on the players. I think I'm getting way behind holding up this thing. Let's see. Jenny Buss and Rambus friends expect LeBron to carry them to championships. Well, LeBron got the cachet. He knows how to do it. He just has to change his role, y'all. LeBron can't be the dominant MVP type player anymore. He don't have the strength and the energy to get through that. You have to utilize his strength. His strength to me now is scoring. That's what I feel. He put up 30 a game last year, y'all. Oh, the stat pad. Well, here's the key. There's a lot of guys that would love the stat pad and get 30, and they can't do it. And LeBron did it at 37 years old. So let's let LeBron score. He can literally move to like the 2 guard position, in my opinion. Just play 2 and score. Just light the league up. That's what we need. And then let Anthony Davis be your first, LeBron be your second. I think we should go for wings and shooters. The problem is everybody wants wings and shooters. What wings and what shooters are out there? That is the problem. Everybody wants them, so it's hard to get them. All right? It said here, I missed something. All right. I'm not saying questions. We need more depth than Kyrie. What you think, Elder? Yes, I agree with that, Sammy the man. I agree with that 100%. Elder, here we go. Would you take Kemba Walker on a vet minimum? Hell no. Hell to the no. I want nothing to do with small, inefficient, inconsistent Kemba Walker. I would take Dennis Schroeder way before I take Kemba Walker. I can get defense from Dennis Schroeder. I can get bursts of scoring from Dennis Schroeder. No. Kemba Walker probably got 1-2 good games in him a year. I do not want Kemba Walker. And he little. He like 5'9", 5'10", little, bro. No, I'm good. Yeah, call me K. I'm telling you, I'm warming up to the Knicks deal. The only problem with that Knicks deal is old boy's contract. You got to be committed. But if AD said he wanted him, I'm with that. If AD liked playing with Randall that much, where he wanted to have him there, I'm warming up to that Knicks deal. I really am. I want to. Oh boy, did somebody? Oh my God. Maybe that's why my computer just blinched. Terrell Davis. I warm up keeping Russ on the team. He's an Iron Man. I got to be fair and read other people's statements, even though I totally disagree with that. I ain't warming up to shit with Russell Westbrook. Hell no. If the dude from the Hornets didn't get in trouble, Russ would be gone. I believe that, Jamar Sullivan. I do. Because Hornets was all in. It was a perfect situation for everybody. See, that's the thing people forget about most of these trades. Everybody got to win. Both teams and the players got to win. The main player that's in the trade, they got to win. So Russ was winning because Charlotte wanted to play Russ, man. Charlotte and Michael Jordan, man, he go there and play well. Let's say Russ went there to Charlotte, y'all, and played well, ran out, balled out with them boys, got them boys, snuck them into the playoffs. You don't think Jordan would have gave that brother one of them go away 3 years, $60 million deal, 3 years, $75 million, something like that? He'd have done it. He'd have done it. Russ has been an Iron Man. That's one thing I will agree with you, my brother up there, Terrell. He has been an Iron Man, but I don't need him. The problem is that's a deficit for you in the system that the Lakers have. I don't want Russ playing a lot of games. He doesn't help us. Now, a different system, Russ will be great playing in these 80, 82 games. But with the Lakers, it's just not a fit, man. It's just not a fit. Let's see. James Harden gets my respect, not mine. Nobody wants Westbrook. I don't agree with that. Y'all gonna see, especially if he gets a buyout, you'll see how many teams want Westbrook. I don't agree that nobody wants him. And again, if you notice, I'm saying he don't fit the Lakers. He don't fit their system. Westbrook got plenty of teams that he could still. I ain't gonna say plenty because y'all say plenty. Y'all say half the league. Westbrook has a good handful of teams, 5, 6, 7 teams that he could still go to and be effective. Hell, you tripping, man? You say it all the time. Then I start naming teams. Everybody get quiet. Because if you see him out there and you put him in a position with those guys, they can be successful. Let's keep it real, y'all. Russ, we don't like Russ on the Lakers. We don't think he's a good fit. But besides the Lakers, every team Russ has been on, he done led to the playoffs, y'all. Besides the Lakers, so we can't just blame it all on Russ. His history means something. Yeah, He just needs a better situation, not with the Lakers. And I would like to talk to you and Kareem personally. How can I get in contact with y'all? You can. You don't you got my email, Marlon? I'll put my email in there. You can email me or email Kareem, my brother. That's how you can get in touch with us. All right, my boy Aaron said the other problem is since everybody wants wings, you have to have not only wings but something that is an advantage like size slash shooting slash rim protection, etc. Yes, that's very true, Aaron. And now I'm glad you said that, Aaron. That's kind of why I'm warming up a little bit to the Indiana deal because let's just say AD go down. I don't mind having Turner there now, y'all, because his skill set, he can play 4-5, whatever. He's shooting the three. I mean, I've seen this cat last year bringing the ball up. He get a rebound, take it all the way up, and pull up three, y'all. Now, I don't think that's what we want him doing all the time, but I'm saying he got that kind of confidence. And he shot it decent. Well, he's a mid. He was at league average, so you got a big man shooting league average from three. He can shoot it. He can shoot it. And he's definitely size, and he's definitely rim protection. So that's why I'm kind of warming up to that. And then, what's his name? Bryant. He's only 6'8", y'all. Now he plays like a center a little bit more, but that's an undersized center. He can play power forward too. And he strokes it. Bryant strokes it, y'all. He can shoot. He says he's 100% healthy. So if he is, I like having Bryant and that energy out there. And then you got another good true backup center in old boy Damon Jones, who has developed a little 18, 20-foot jump shot. He shot threes for what's the name last year, but I don't want him shooting a lot of threes. But no, that's a good point you made there, Aaron. That's why deals like that. Randall, 6'9", darn battering ram. That's why I'm warming up to stuff like this, y'all. AD go down, Randall can do it. He done already showed that he can be the lead dog and get a team to the playoffs, be an all-NBA player. He's already shown it. So this is why I'm warming up to things like this, y'all. Those kind of guys do take some pressure off of the Lakers. And honestly, if I got to pick between Julius Randle playing out this contract, 23, 25, 27, 29, those 4 years, or re-up old boy, and if they demand and say he got to get a max extension, I'll take Julius Randle all day. I'll take Julius Randle. And I'm not a Randle fan, honestly. I'm not a Randle fan. But I can't deny his production. What do you think about Cam Reddish? I think he's a good he's a young player that needs an opportunity to be developed. He's 6'8", so there's a size my boy Aaron was talking about. He can shoot. He can play D when he wants. I mean, went to Duke, y'all. He can play D. I think you put Cam Reddish with a guy like Darvin Ham, he'll get more out of him. I really do. So the Lakers high on him. Hopefully we end up getting Cam Reddish in these trades. Hopefully, because he only making like $6 million, y'all. So, but it's time for Cam Reddish to get paid. This is the last year of his contract. So you get a guy like that, you got to be willing to pay him some money if he comes and plays well, which I think he would with the Lakers. We might be able to get 4 players for 1 and a pick from the Knicks. Facts. I'm telling you, I'm really warm. Because if you get Julius Randle, Cam Reddish, Derrick Rose, I mean, look at that. That's 3 levels, y'all. That's a big, that's a wing, that's a guard. All them cats can score. All of them can shoot the 3. Now, I know Randall had a bad year last year, but if you go look at him consistently, that ain't him. Last year was just a bad year. He had a year like the Lakers had. So I'm telling you, I'm kind of warming. And then with the Knicks deal, if we getting picks, we get to keep our picks, and we get them dudes. Oh, I'm with that. That's the best deal to me. If we can't get Kyrie, they go ahead and do the Donovan Mitchell trade to New York, and New York come offering picks for us to take Randall, Cam Reddish, and old boy Derrick Rose. Oh, I'm taking that deal. I'm taking that deal. And think about it. Now we got our picks to go do other deals with, y'all. So we still can add, and then some of these guys that we got that we know their upside is limited, we just had to move them, y'all. Had to go ahead and get rid of them. Put them in trades and move them to get guys we know can come in and play. I think the Lakers' number one thing they need is depth, y'all. When you see your team, and again, I'm not a stripper fan. I hate the strippers. But I like the way they constructed their team. I have to be honest. At least they know if they get injuries, they got guys that can fill in there for short periods of time. Now, you're not going to win anything if those guys are your full-time starters. but at least they can fill in short gaps, 10, 15, 20 games. You see what I'm saying? So I like what they did. I do. I like what they did. I think it's gonna backfire, but I like what they did. So the Lakers need depth to me more than anything. We get Kyrie, great. But if Kyrie comes with us not getting depth, I'd rather have the depth. If you ask me, I would pick depth over Kyrie. Me personally. Me personally. September 1st, deals start rolling in. We hope. We hope. All right. Bro, one option. This is Mr. W. Salute, Mr. W. He said one option is Patrick Beverley, Buddy Hield, Miles Turner. Option 2 should be Patrick Beverley, Bogdanovich, and Jordan Clarkson. Option 3 should be Doug McDermott and Josh Richardson. Yeah, we went through those before. I'm not a big fan of Jordan Clarkson, y'all. He just don't play enough D. He can score, but he just don't play enough D to me. He don't play enough defense at all to me. And he's a retread. He already been with the Lakers. They got so many other guys on there. Honestly, I would take oh boy, what's his name? Y'all, Malik Beasley. I take him over Beverly, over Clarkson. I mean, not Beverly, over Clarkson, because Malik Beasley making about the same money, but the second year of his deal is not guaranteed. So I got better financial flexibility. I believe he's bigger than Jordan Clarkson, and I think they score kind of on the same level. He may score a little bit less points, but I think he plays less minutes. But I think I can get similar production out of Beasley than I can out of Jordan Clarkson, and I got a better financial flexibility with Beasley. I do. But you never know what's going on. Clarkson's become a good little player. He's taking his scoring to a whole nother level. So if we got Clarkson, I'm not going to like boo hoo cry. But I would like the financial, because Clarkson's got 2 full guaranteed deals left on his deal, which is kind of a friendly deal for what you're getting. I mean, I think he's only making 13, 14 million, so that's not a bad deal in my opinion. But I'd rather take Beasley since his second year is not guaranteed. Yep, my boy said that right there. Call me K. He said, why not Beasley instead of Beverly? No, I want Beverly, though. I want Beverly. Take them both. Take them both. Let me see if I can get caught up. I think I've been holding it up. So, yeah, there you go. Thank you for putting that in there for me, love. There's my email for you, Marlon Dillon. Let me put that in there. The Nets took Kyrie off the table. He's really not off the table, Teron. What now taking Lakers so long on a rush trade? Again, we talked about it earlier. You might have gotten here late. The Lakers don't need to make no moves right now. There's a lot of players that are not even available until September 1st. Training camp don't start till September 26th. We got no reason to make a move right now. We should wait. We should wait. Let these chips start falling where they're gonna make. If they do, we got plenty of time to make a deal. So practice patient. He said Brian 6'10". I saw something the other day. I was looking. They said Brian was 6'8", and I thought that was crazy because I thought he was bigger than that. I hope he is 6'10". I hope he is. But I was reading something. I could have swore I said like 2 different things, and they had him listed at 6'8". Hey, Vine Dresser, are you guessing or do you know that for 100% fact? Like you looked it up? Because I could have swore I thought he was 6'10", and I looked it up, and they were saying he's 6'8". He's 6'8". He's just a big body 6'8". Yeah. All right. Let me see. I'm looking for questions. Why do you want to see Russ off this team? Because he's a horrible fit for this team. I don't like his mentality. Russ has his own personal goals and agendas. He doesn't care about winning championships. He's made that clear. I don't want guys like that on the team. And he don't fit the role. His style of play doesn't fit with what the Lakers are doing. It doesn't equate to wins. He don't play defense. There's a lot of reasons why I don't like Russell Westbrook on this team. Yep, I don't like him on this team. You put Russ on a team with young guys that are dogs that can play D and cover up some of his mistakes and let him just run the show offensively, they'll be good. Yeah. Okay, now Gregory Brown said he's 6'10" too, not 6'8". Okay, maybe I saw wrong, y'all. I apologize. I could be wrong. On that. Jordan Clarkson is the best player out of all those players. Okay. I mean, I can see how somebody thinks that. I wouldn't agree with that, but I can see how people would think that. All righty. Elder, this is by Blake Morris. Salute, my brother. Elder, would wait to sign Kyrie next year or trade for Kyrie now? I think the best option for the Lakers is to try to get him now because, honestly, I think the Lakers are committed. This is just my personal opinion. I believe the Lakers are committed to move Westbrook. And to move Westbrook, I believe they're going to have to take back some level of salaries. They're going to have to. Doing that makes it really, really hard to sign Westbrook, especially now that LeBron is signed, because you're going to need max cap space, and you're not going to have it. Now, if you do a deal with Utah where you take all the guys that have like 1 year left on their deal, like a Bogdanovich, Beasley, and Beverley, you could do that deal and then have the financial freedom to let them guys walk and then sign Kyrie if he wants to come. But if you do a New York deal with Randall, you do a deal with the Pacers, you do any of those deals, you got to eat salary, and it's going to make it about impossible to sign Kyrie unless he take a major discount to come to Lakers, which we know is not happening. So the best thing for the Lakers is to get him now so they can re-sign him and they'll have his bird rights and he can go over the cap and all that stuff. So the best option for the Lakers, if it's going to get Kyrie, is to do it now in a trade. Is to do it now in a trade, not wait till the summer. So, but we may not have that option. We don't know. We don't know. Let's see here. Kyrie hardly plays. All right. Last year, I think Kyrie got a bad rap. I think he got a bad rap. I think he was healthy and he was ready to play, and all that crap went down and he wasn't eligible to get out there. But I don't think Kyrie's health issue is going to be a thing moving forward. I just checked Elder Brian is 6'10". All right, I apologize, you guys. I don't know what I was looking at that was showing me he was 6'8". I'm glad because we need that size. And I know he was fighting for a center position. That's another kind of reason I didn't want to do the Miles Turner thing, because it's like we got too much money wrapped up in the center position getting Miles Turner. I mean, where we at now, I like it because you got like $4 million wrapped up, and the production, any production is going to look great. You know what I mean? And the way the team is structured, you just don't need major offensive production from the center position. You don't need it. You know what I'm saying? I don't need guys averaging 15 points as centers on this team, the way it's going to be constructed. Now, they get that, great. We'll take it. 7'6" wingspan. Man, that's what I'm talking about. I actually liked him, y'all, when he was with the Lakers. Some of y'all remember when he got drafted by the Lakers and he got hurt. And I liked him, and I hated when the Lakers had to trade him because I knew, I'm like, this guy can play. He's going to be decent if he can stay healthy. Or would you rather do Utah or Indiana? Utah. I would rather do the Utah deal. I think it gives us more financial flexibility, and I think we get more depth from Utah than we do from Indiana. Because I'd rather have Bogdanovich as a sniper at 6'8", putting up the same numbers with more efficiency than Buddy Hield, because he shot 46% from the field. Buddy Hield shot like 42, 43, 44 maybe 44 with Indiana. For the year, I think it was like 43 between the two places. But Bogdanovich was like 45, 46. And he shoots the three better, a little bit better. You see what I'm saying? And he's 6'8". So I would rather have Bogdanovich. He's a little older, but I only got 1 year, $19 million on him. So if he comes and balls out, give him another 1 year deal. If he likes it there, he'll take that. Now, if he don't like it and he wants to go somewhere else, bye. You see what I'm saying? Now I got cap space to sign somebody else. But with old boy, you got to eat 2 years of his contract. So I like the Utah deal much better than Indiana. Training with Utah is better in my opinion. You meant trading, okay, because there's more depth. All right. Westbrook is only Laker with speed, and Lakers are not closing out fourth quarters. I disagree that he's the only Laker with speed. He's fast, but he's not the only Laker with speed. I don't agree with that. We get random. Most people make comments. I'm looking for questions, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm looking for questions. Randall, Bogdanovich, and Radish in a three-way trade. Not bad. Got two wings. Got pretty much three wings right there. Got three wings. We need wings. That's the thing I like about Julius Randle too, y'all. He can switch out on a 3-2. I don't want to have him guarding points, but again, he ain't getting beat to death in a pick and roll. You know, he can handle that. Beasley 6'4", so that means he is bigger than Clarkson. Clarkson like 6'1", 6'2". They may have him listed at 6'3", but he's not that big. I don't think he's that big. Elder, he's 6'10". I just looked. Thank you. But some sources have him at 6'9" and 6'11". All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Tell me where you play professionally at, Mr. W. Oh, okay. Y'all got a private conversation going there. All right. Elder, which trade would you make if you were the GM of the Lakers after September 1st? I'm going to hold out, honestly, for the Kyrie thing because I know that appeases LeBron, that adds some talent. We're going to get another player, too, to make that deal work some way, somehow, because of the money difference. It's like $10 million different between those two guys, Kyrie and Russ. No matter if I do a 3, 4, 5 team deal, I'm gonna get somebody else back. But once I realize the Russ deal ain't there, I'm moving on to the Utah deal, hopefully. And then if Utah's not there, I'm looking to do the Indiana thing. And then if for some odd reason Indiana's not there, I'll do the San Antonio deal. That's the order I would do it in. Brooklyn, Utah. Oh, timeout. I'm sorry. I forgot about the Knicks. It depends on all of that. So Brooklyn's my first option with Kyrie, right? My second option is a toss-up. It's between Utah and the Knicks, depending on what goes on with that Donovan Mitchell situation. Because I'm not opposed to the Knicks deal. I'm not opposed to taking back salary as long as Anthony Davis wants to play alongside of Julius Randle. If he tells me, oh, hell yeah, I would love to have him, cool. I'm with it. If he's like, hey, you know, he cool, man. Nope, I ain't doing it. You see what I'm saying? I want Anthony Davis backing it because I want to do what is best for the team to help Anthony Davis. You see what I'm saying? And then the players we get back from that I like. We got some youth. We got a veteran in there that can still score. We got some energy. We got some athleticism. We got some length. We got wings. So I like the New York deal. So New York and Utah right there. If that don't fall between them, I would look at the Indiana deal. If Indiana's off the table, I would definitely take the San Antonio deal over nothing. I will take the San Antonio deal over keeping Russ. I would definitely do it. Yeah, I would definitely do it. And I don't think you got to give up. And the reason why people said that's crazy, McDermott sucks. They didn't go look at McDermott's numbers. They don't call him McBuckets for nothing. Now he's not going out here blowing up 30 a game, but McDermott is a sniper. He can play. He has a role on your team. You see what I'm saying? And then I like Josh Richardson. Now here's the big thing I like. You don't have to give up one pick for that, right? To eat that salary. Then you could go take that other pick and do another deal to bring a Buddy Hield or another player, Eric Gordon, somebody else in like that, right? Go get some other guys from Utah, Beverley, whoever, blah, blah, blah. You could do that. So the San Antonio deal actually gives you more versatility to do a second deal. That's why I would be willing to do that and not keep Russ. I'm not going to say, well, I hate McDermott so much I'm keeping Russ. Hell no. Because I would rather be tied to McDermott than Russ. I would, me personally. Because McDermott, I promise you, y'all, he'd be a lot easier to move than Russ. Y'all already know where I'm going. He'd be a lot easier to move than Russ. Elder, would you trade for John Isaac and Fultz for Russ and THT? No, I don't think that money matches up. It don't match up at all. So that deal wouldn't work. I actually like Fultz, y'all. I don't mind Fultz. He's a shot creator, big guard, can play a little D. I don't mind Fultz. And I don't mind Isaac. So if it was some kind of deal to be worked out, I don't know. You wouldn't have to give up THT though. You could just do Russ, and I don't think those two guys' salary equal $47 million between Isaacs and Fultz. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. My thing is this: I don't know why Orlando would want him. They got a plethora of guards down in Orlando, so I have no idea why Orlando would be looking at Russ unless they just got a bunch of guys they want to move and they need a contract that can absorb them and then have the cap space next year. If that's what they're looking to do, I would consider that then. But yeah, they got guys on Orlando that I would be interested in. I'm telling y'all, Russ is just such a bad fit. There ain't too many teams that I wouldn't be interested in doing a trade with for Russ if they want that cap space release. It's just, do those guys fit my team? Let me find 2 or 3 guys that fit me good. It's better having them than having Russ. As long as I don't have to take back ridiculous, like, Evan Fournier, y'all. He fits the Lakers, right? He's a shooter, 2 guard, but I'm not taking his deal just to get rid of Russ. If that's the focal point, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And he's going to be needed to make up the salary in the Donovan Mitchell deal. I think that's part of what the holdup is now. I don't think Utah want him, but they need him to make up the salary because all the guys they want from New York ain't making no money. They're young players on rookie contracts. They're not making no money. And Donovan Mitchell is on a max deal. He's on a rookie extension max deal. So you got to make up $30 million. And when you got guys making 3 and 5, and it's hard to do. You need a big salary in there. So a boy makes 20. it'd be cool. But I know Utah thinking if I gotta take him, I'm trying to move that dude. I'm not trying to keep him on this team when we trying to tank, making that kind of money. So I know that's got to be kind of a hang up too. That's got to be kind of a hang up in that deal. All right, all right, all right. We rolling, man. We've been rolling. Oh, y'all getting to my limit. Y'all know I'm a 2-hour guy. We almost there. That kind of went quick. Did you trade THT for McBuckets if we keep Russ? Hell no. I don't want to do nothing to keep Russ. Vine Dresser's Branch. I don't want to do nothing to keep Russ. Elder, if we get Miles Turner, what happens to Brian and Jones? They just become backups. They become backups, bro. I think you can play. Definitely, you can play Brian at the 4, so you can have him back up AD. You could do that. He could play 4 too. He could play some 4 in small minutes. Do you think Minnesota Timberwolves got better, Elder? Yes and no. They got a little better, but I think they're gonna still have the same fate this year. I don't see Minnesota unless they just get a butter draw. I see them being put out in the first round again because they're gonna expose Rudy Gobert, and they're not gonna be able to play him. And then their depth is not gonna be there because they got rid of a lot of their depth. So they did get a little better, but when it comes to playoffs, Rudy Gobert, yeah, Mr. W, don't sleep. McDermott and Josh Richardson is a good move and could possibly get them for cheap. Sending Westbrook and only one first. That's what I'm saying. I see that. Kareem was going crazy on me the other day. He had the whole chat going off on me, man. Everybody was calling me a buster and everything. I saw all the stuff. Hey, don't forget, y'all. I be taking screenshots. I be all that stuff, y'all. I be eating it up. I be coming back. I get receipts for everything. Because again, what's best for the team? The number one thing that's best for the Lakers, in my opinion, is getting Russ off the roster. That's the number one thing the Lakers can do to improve the team is get Russ off the roster. Then try to get back the best quality players you can get, 2, 3, 4, to give you depth that you need to get it back because you gave up depth and experience and defense to get him. Try to get that back the best way you can. Yeah. Elder, would you bring back Melo? No. I didn't even want to read the rest of your question because I'm not bringing back Melo for any reason. No retreads. AD leave Lakers. That's your wish and your goal. Gonna Lakers suck. Okay, we got somebody that don't like the Lakers. Okay, look like I got down to the bottom of the chat, man. All right, y'all. Please, everybody, hit the like button. Hit the like button if you have not already hit the like button. You see the Cash App on the screen. It's KAREEMLOUALLEN. Support my boy Kareem. He be putting in the work. Y'all seen all the videos he's been bringing to you. His inside source is gonna keep him full of information going on in the NBA right now. It's a little, to me, it's kind of like a little slow period right now. It's like a little calm. It's not much going on in front. It's a lot going on behind. Yep, a lot going on behind. So support Kareem. You see the Cash App there, KAREEMLOUALLEN. That goes directly to Kareem. We appreciate all the support. We appreciate every level of support, not just the cash offerings or cash donations. We appreciate the like button being hit, the subscriber being hit. I'm telling you, we're going to do another big cash giveaway when we get to 6,000 subscribers, y'all. Every 1,000 we go up, we're going to keep going up. We're going to keep going up. All right? We're going to keep going up. And it's more than lunch money. I can tell you that. It's more than gas money for your car. And y'all know what that is. Some of you boogers drive big SUVs like me. You know, you can't go to the gas pump without putting a hundo down. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about more than that because we want to show love and show you how much we appreciate the support that we're getting over here at the Kareem and Elder Show. And just a Kareem Report, period. Because that's the name of the channel, the Kareem Report. So we just appreciate it. Lakers should have never let Kid walk. They didn't have any choice. They couldn't justify firing old boy. It would have been a PR nightmare. And then old boy got an offer. He couldn't refuse. I think Dallas was wise coming in and getting him. Yep. Get him in a market where it won't be as publicized because you remember they came at him for like a week and it went away so fast. You see what I'm saying? So, but the Lakers, honestly, in my opinion, they should have signed Jason Kidd from the jump. He should have been the head coach from the beginning. They should have took the heat and then just brought Jason Kidd in as the coach. That's what they should have done, you know. But they wanted to play the political game and it cost them. Well, but now they got a decent coach because honestly, I think Darvin Ham is just as good a coach as Jason Kidd. I do. I think he's just as good a coach. And Jason Kidd admitted he learned a lot of stuff from Vogel on the defensive end, and it helped because Dallas was a much better defensive team. I mean, they weren't top 10, I don't think, but they were still a good defensive team. And Jason Kidd talked about how he learned a ton from Vogel. So Vogel's a great defensive mind. And I think Darvin Ham is a great defensive coach. I just think that's going to be his calling card, his strength, and he's going to let the other guys do what they do offensively. Elder, after September 1st, you think we getting Kyrie? No, the September 1st really ain't got to do with Kyrie. That's just the date for those players that have already been traded before you can trade them again in individual trades. So it could, though. It could free up some stuff. Honestly, what I believe with the Kyrie thing, y'all, it all depends on Kevin Durant. And so that means we got to wait to September 26th. We got to wait to training camp, y'all. So that's literally over a month away. That's 5 weeks away. We got to wait, or not even 5, but we got to wait to training camp. When training camp comes, if we don't see Kevin Durant, stuff finna hit the fan big time. He don't show up, it's going to hit the fan big time. He said, Elder, what do you think of Michael Porter Jr. and Jamal Murray coming back to the Denver this year? Nothing. I don't think they're the type of players that's going to put them over top and make them win a championship. You guys know internally, last year the Lakers kind of was making some headway behind the scenes on a trade for Russell Westbrook going there for Jamal Murray and some other stuff. I don't think what's the big man Jokic. I don't know this for sure. I don't have no inside information on this, but I don't think he cares to play with Jamal Murray. I don't think he cares to play with Jamal Murray. So this is why Brooklyn is upset too, y'all, because Clutch is controlling Ben Simmons. And because Ben Simmons is on Brooklyn, guys like Michael Porter Jr., Jamal Murray, they can't even be offered because they're on rookie max extensions. They can't even be offered for Kevin Durant. You see what I'm saying? They may want Jamal Murray. They may have him ranked high, or Michael Porter Jr. Somebody. I don't know. But it's so many of these guys that cannot even be put on the table because of Ben Simmons there. So they don't like the way that Clutch is controlling the trade market for them, Brooklyn. So this is the only way they can push back. This is the only way they can push back. And then people go by and they quote what the players say, and they, Ben Simmons is all in. He's ready to play, blah, blah. What else can Ben Simmons say, y'all? What else can he say? The man done missed a whole year. If he say anything else, it's just major damage to his image, more than what it already is. So these guys like him, Kyrie, all these guys, when you repairing your image, man, you have to do everything by the book. You have to say everything. You have to be on board. You can't show any levels of resistance. You just can't, because they will destroy you in the media. They will destroy you. So I expect Ben Simmons to play ball and to say everything that's right and to do everything that's right. That's what I expect. Now, does Ben Simmons truly wants to be there in Brooklyn? I don't know. Last I heard, he still wanted to come out west. That's the last I heard from him. I don't know if he's happy in Brooklyn. Maybe he is. I don't know. But I know this, Brooklyn Nets would like the opportunity to hear the trade offers from these teams that have these players that are on rookie max extensions that cannot be offered right now because they have Ben Simmons on the team. Kevin Durant gone, I'm telling you, I think Brooklyn going to blow the whole thing up. I really do. When they get to a point and they realize they cannot keep Kevin Durant, I think they're going to want to trade Kyrie, and I think they're going to want to trade Ben Simmons. Because it definitely, to me, don't make sense to just stay there with Ben Simmons. If that's what you got, you're a clown. I never said I made more than you. Oh, you talking to somebody else in there, huh? Y'all got your private conversation. Call me, man. I make 6 figures. You just admitted I did by saying, okay, that's y'all got something going on there. But hey, look, we get right. We at the 2-hour mark. Y'all know that's what I do. I'm a 2-hour guy. I got plenty to do in the morning. Appreciate y'all coming out, man. Really appreciate the love, the support. I know we all miss Kareem tonight. We love the insight that he brings to the table, man. This is why it's his show and he runs it. He's the man. All right. So, hey, salute Lamont. Salute my brother. Good to see you in here from FYF Sports Debates. Y'all go subscribe to my boy Lamont's channel. All these channels that's in here, man, that y'all see that doing the sports talk, y'all get them. LA Live, all them other ones. I forgot to call all y'all out tonight. I apologize. But y'all know the channel, so go support them, man. This is what we're doing. We're supporting each other in this stuff, man. We don't got to agree on everything. It's just sports talk. But we can agree on supporting each other. Hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe, sending cash apps. We can support. It don't hurt. You think $2 don't mean nothing, but imagine if 200 people sent you $2. I bet you like it then. You see what I'm saying? So every little bit helps, man, and support each other, because this is, you know, these people are grinding. They putting this work in, man. They putting the effort in. I think this worthy of it. This 2 hours is better than a darn movie that's just gonna soak your soul out, you know. And it keeps you connected. It keeps you connected greater than a way you ever would be connected. All right. So I salute to all of y'all tonight. Appreciate everybody coming. Again, if you haven't hit that Cash App, hit it up. Support my boy KAREEMLOUALLEN. If you haven't hit the like button, I don't know what's wrong with you. Hit the like button on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. Appreciate it. All right. So I'm signing out. Salute, and we'll see y'all soon. Shalom, shalom, everybody.